because I'm grown and that's the choice I made. What? Okay.
They say be who you are. There's no such thing as normal.
It's not that I'm lying to you guys in any capacity because I'm telling you right now, so it's not lying. But this isn't technically a first reaction because I've already seen the trailer, had some technical difficulties, and now I'm having to re-record. But this is super important to me that I still share this with you guys. And I think that there's some stuff in here that, well, I mean, let me not do that whole thing. I'm just going to tell you what's up. So, hi, I'm Jamie Grace. I have a podcast called The Jamie Grace Podcast, talking about bridging the gap between pop culture and mental health, two of my favorite things. And this is my reaction to Concrete Cowboy. And that was my ring that just flew across my desk. Okay. So when I first saw this, I literally screamed in the mic, which was one of the technical difficulties. It wasn't one of those like, oh my goodness, she's so excited. There's a pony. She just geeked out. It was like, whoa, you've been doing this for 13,000 years. You don't know that you're not supposed to scream directly into a mic. So I want to say you're welcome that I didn't make you guys go through that.
There's a horse in your house.
Which also, oh my
that's
gosh,
you right here.
I really wish we had a horse in our house. That'd be so cool.
I ain't staying here.
All right. So once you step out, that door stays locked till morning.
I love that so much. I love Black Pumas. The song is called Colors. That's in the background. It's such a good song. Yes, 50% all Cowboys. Okay, I don't know this exact quote, but I do want to say that as a Black woman that grew up in the South, that grew up riding horses, it makes me so happy to know that there is content being put out there. There has been for years. There's so much out there, but that there's even more content being put out there that like shows the true representation of Black people that ride horses. Like, it's a thing. And it makes me so happy that this is being like honored in this capacity in a platform like Netflix. Makes my heart happy. So just wanted to put that out there.
Who's the Lone Ranger?
Really? Harp, you teaching this boy anything?
I call my sister Harp, so that made my heart happy.
You like the Wild West out here.
I woke up to the morning sky first.
Yeah, based on real life cowboys. That's what we do, bro.
I know you.
So good.
You Harp's boy.
When I get up off this ground, I should lay down.
Your daddy got rules that you're not abiding by.
I like this concept of like a coming of age story of like a young man, especially like a young Black man, and it's like centered around horses and a lot of the healing power of animals, but that the people that he's with are also persons of color. It's a rare story to be told on the screen, but it's a realistic story. I think a lot of times when we see like, oh, young Black man from the city needs some help because he's troubled. You don't typically see the people that are investing in him also being Black. And there are many different stories within that capacity, but it makes me so happy to see this representation and this story being told because it's also just as real as any other true story that could be told. And so it makes my heart happy.
Yo, what you doing?
You want to ride the street life? You can't be in my house. You want to wise up? You welcome back.
Welcome back to what? I ain't got no home here.
That's your choice.
Right. Don't be going off on me thinking you run this.
Be alone out here, man. I'm gonna get my money, and I'm gonna get up out of here.
Ooh, he's a
Your
troublemaker.
sister made you a man overnight.
What's gonna happen? You ain't my father.
You a father to everyone else out here.
Oh, you hate me, man.
Bruh, that's
Just
real.
like him now. I don't know who they expect us to grow up and be if we watching over our shoulder all our lives.
Come on now.
I have something for you.
Oh, look.
Like real cowboy.
My husband is like St. Louis Black, which if you've listened to my content before, then you know that like me, Georgia Black, it's different than his St. Louis Black, even different than Atlanta Black. I grew up small town Georgia Black. That's for another day. But I got my husband to like put on like one of my hats I love hats. I got my husband to put on one of my hats the other day, and it made my heart happy to see his very like St. Louis self wear a kind of almost cowboy hat. I was like, I'm gonna get you in some boots, some Western boots by the end of the year. Probably won't. I've been saying that since we got married. Well, 3 years next Wednesday. I knew that off the top of my head, and I still checked my phone. Why? Because I'm grown, and that's the choice I made. What? Okay.
Breaking a horse meant crushing the will of the animal. Only way you can has its true spirit.
Okay. This is something that I really wanted to focus on, especially from like a mental health and emotional wellness perspective. People say, quote here, people say that breaking the horse is crushing the will of the animal, but the only way you can realize its true spirit is with love. I think,
Love.
is there more to that exact quote? No, I'm sure there's more in that monologue, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss that. One thing I love about that is it makes me think, and not that I'm like comparing raising our child to like when I used to help like raise horses. No, but it's so often, there's so many different things about parenting and stuff out there. I'm not a parenting expert, but I do have my bachelor's degree in child youth development with a focus on children's ministry. And so I have spent a lot of time just in that space, in that world. And mostly working with children from a trauma like background. Um, so when I had our daughter, what am I trying to say? Wow, welcome to ADHD. Where were you going? Something. Oh yeah. A lot of times, like in some like parenting models and concepts and constructs, it's like, well, no, like it should be 100% like freedom, no boundaries, and that kind of thing. And I don't have time to go through every single parenting model right here, but I will say that like implementing boundaries and structure and guidelines, guidance, those things are not breaking the spirit. It's not breaking freedom, even, even if we were to look at like spiritual stuff, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. And so like, I believe like he gives us free will. So like, even like with that, like obviously freedom's a big deal, but it's still important to have guidelines and boundaries and things like that, because I feel like when you lead with grace and truth and love, you still are able to implement, guide you're able to help that person in the situation, a horse, you're able to help that person find their true freedom and find hope and find like the choice to choose to follow and to choose to obey in a healthy way. It's not like I'm gonna make you do what I say, pony. Like that's weird, right? That's not the vibe. But the vibe is more so like I'm going to teach you the guidelines and the structure in which I want you to be able to then find yourself, because without any kind of comfort, you'll almost be so free that you're lost, right? Have you ever seen the movie Soul? When they're all like, we're just floating in my dreams, but they lost. They lost.
You don't have to get out.
Yes, black people dancing. Y'all, I just get hyped. Let's go. And before anybody, because I don't even know if you were thinking about commenting, but if you're about to comment, be like, why they had to be black? First of all, because they just are. But y'all know the kind of viral videos that we not typically, but oftentimes see involving black people. I'm tired of having to like tweet about justice and go off on people and talk about racism all the time. I just want to see my people dancing in the street.
The city decide they don't need horses no more.
Well, that was sad. But there's a lot of good stuff here.
This is where we live.
Right. How you gonna take the horses away? Who do you even think you are?
As a people.
So what we gonna do then?
We gonna do what we always do. We gonna ride. I have the captions on, by the way. Oh, you can see, because you can see my screen. You guys, this is great. This is great. This is gonna be great. Here is my podcast thingamabub. It's great. This movie's already out, if I'm not mistaken. We haven't watched it yet. We actually might watch it on our anniversary, because this doesn't look like a toddler-proof movie. But yeah, man, it looks inspiring and encouraging, and I'm excited. I love a good coming-of-age movie. I love a good like troubled soul needs to learn the ropes. Did you like that? Oh, I felt a burp coming, but I'm a lady, so I didn't. I don't really have much, because I feel like I said a lot up in the middle of that. So if you liked this video, see my description of this video down below, so you can see how you can help me make more content like this, right? You can like leave a review on my podcast. You can leave a comment. You can like subscribe, whatever it is. It's whatever. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.
We laughed because we stuck together. Champions one and all.